Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to all of you. Thank you for viewing this video. Through the video, I will present chapter number 2 for the course Technical Drawing and CAD DAM 13803. In this chapter, you will be learning the basic skill of geometric construction in engineering drawings. Happy watching and learning. By the end of this topic, students will be able to define the geometric construction in technical drawing, explain the essential requirement for performing manual technical drawings, and then you will be able to perform a step-by-step method according to standard in geometric construction. What is geometric construction? It is basically one of the main important topics in engineering drawings. In this topic, you will learn the basic method of drawing an object using a pencil, compass, and ruler. This topic provides you with the necessary skill to construct lines, different sizes, angles, circle, curve, polygon, and tangent. Main focus. The main focus in geometric construction is to produce a satisfactory and good drawings. Therefore, you shall consider the main factors such as understanding and skills in using the method. You should understand each technique properly and practice enough to polish your skills. Neatness of drawing the lines and continuation lines. This can be achieved by practicing the process. Neatness and completeness of drawing instrument. Good and well-maintained drawing instrument also contribute to the neatness of the drawing produced. Precision in dimension production. Proper training, good instrument, and a competent user are the factors that can increase the level of precision in producing drawings. Speed. In producing the drawings, to achieve speed in drafting, one shall practice mastering the techniques or method that can help decide and apply the method in drafting. And then again, the important thing in drafting is that you need to practice, and practice. Equipment. Basic equipment required to construct the technical drawings. There are 8 basic equipment required for you to construct the technical drawings. Basic instruments used to produce technical drawing are listed. You need a proper drawing table or drawing board to fasten your paper using masking tape, a T-square to make horizontal lines, a compass to draw a curve, a circle, etc., and an eraser to erase unwanted lines, a French curve or flexible curve to connect point of a curve, and a set of square to produce an inclined line at a preset degree. Construction method. In this video, the method that will be explained to you includes constructing parallel and vertical lines, dividing a line into two, dividing the constructed angle into two, constructing the 30, 45, 60, and 90 degree angles. Also, the method that will be covered includes the construction of a circle, triangle, rectangle, polygon, and ellipse. First method, drawing a parallel line. Let's say you have a line AB with a length of 80 mm. Then, using your compass, create two curves from the line AB with the radius of R. Then, a line CD that touches the two curves is drawn. Now, you have a line CD that is parallel to line AB. Drawing a vertical line. Let's say you have a line AB with a length of 70 millimeter. Then, using your compass from any point, in this case point C, make a curve with radius R1 that intersect line AB at point D and E. Then, from point D, make a curve above and below line AB. From point E, the same curve is created above and below line AB that intersect the curve from point D. Now make a line that from point C to these two intersections. Now you have a vertical line. Okay, now let's have a look on how to divide a line into two. Divide a line into two. Let's say you have a line AB with a length of 70 millimeter. Okay. Now then, using your compass, from point A, make a curve with radius at R1 above and below the line AB. Again, using your compass, from point B, make a curve with radius R1 above and below line AB. Now you have two intersections from these curves. From the two intersections of the curve created, make a straight line that connects these two points. Now you have divided the line AB into two. Angle into two. An angle ABC is constructed any size of the angle. So let's say AB is 80 millimeter and BC is also 80 millimeter. From point B, a curve with a radius R1 is made that intersect with lines AB and BC. From this intersection, a curve with radius R2 is created that intersect each other. From point B, a straight line is made that passes through the curve intersection. Now we have divided an angle into two. Next method is we want to divide a formed angle into two. There is a line AB and CD that creates an angle. AB is 80 millimeter and CD is also 80 millimeter. Then, using your compass, create two curves from the line AB and CD with a radius of R. I mean, it is the same radius you used to create for radius there. Then, two lines that touch the curve are made. Now the angle is divided into two using the method explained before. You divide this angle using the method that you have gone through before. Finally, a straight line that divides the angle into two is constructed. Now you have divided the angle into two. On the next method on how to construct a 60-degree angle. Let's say a line AB 65 mm in length is made. From any point on line AB, that is point C, create a curve with a radius R1 that intersects the AB line. from the point of intersection with the same radius R1, create a curve that intersects with the previous curve from point C. Finally, make a straight line that connects point C to this intersection to create a 60-degree angle. Now you have create a 60-degree angle. Now, next method is on how to construct a 30-degree angles. Let's say you have a line AB with a 60 mm in length. Okay, from any point on line AB, which is in this case is point C, create a curve with radius R1 that intersect the line AB. From the point of intersection with the same radius R1, create a curve that intersects with the previous curve from point C. From these 2 points of intersection, create a curve with radius R2 to divide the angle to 2. Finally, make a straight line that connect point C to this intersection to create a 30-degree angle. Now you have created a 30-degree angle. Let's have a look on how to construct a 90-degree angle. First, a line AB with 80 mm in length is made. Now you have an 80 mm line AB. From any point on the line AB, in this case point C, create a curve with a radius R1 that intersects line AB at D. From point D, create a curve with a radius R1 that intersects the previous curve at point E. Now, from point E, create a curve with radius R1 that intersects the previous curve at point F. Now, with the radius R2, create a curve from point E and F that intersect each other. From this intersection to point C, create a straight line that connects these 2 points. Now you have constructed a 90-degree angles. Now we want to construct a 45-degree angles. Let's say you have a line AB with 80 mm in length. Then from any point on the line AB, in this case point C, create a curve with a radius R1 that intersects line AB at D. From point D, create a curve with radius R1 that intersects the previous curve at point E. From point E, create a curve with a radius R1 that intersects the previous curve at point F. Now, with a radius R2, create a curve from point E and F that intersect each other. From this intersection to point C, create a straight line that connects these 2 points. Now, divide this angle using a radius R3 to create a 45-degree angle. Now, create a straight line from point C to the intersection to create a 45-degree angle. Now you have created 45-degree angles. To create a circle from a 3 point given. Okay, let's say you have a 3 point A, B, and C, a straight line is drawn that connect points A, B, and C. So let's say the distance from AB is 40 mm and distance from B to C is 55 mm. A dividing line that divides AB and BC is constructed to have an intersecting point at O. So now you divide AB and BC using previous method that you have learned to have an intersection at point O. By using O as the center point and the radius R3, which is equal to AO, a circle is developed using a compass. The circle shall pass through point A, B, and C. Now you have created a circle from a 3-point given. Creating a triangle from the given boundary measurement. So let's say you have a straight line BC with a length of 70 mm. So now let's take R1 is equal to 70 mm. From point B, create a curve with the radius R of R1 which is equal to 70 mm. Then from point C with the same radius, create a curve that intersects the previous curve at A. Now connect the point BA, AC to form a triangle. Now you have created a triangle from the given boundary measurement. Next method is on how to create a square from the given boundary measurement. So let's say you have a straight line AB with a length of 50 mm. From point A, a vertical line is drawn using the method that you have learned before. Now you have created a vertical line, there's 90-degree angles. Using the dimension of AB, a boundary AD is marked, that is R3. Using the given boundary measurement, a curve is created from point B and D that create an intersection at C. Then draw a straight line to connect the point AD, C, and B. Now you have created a square from the given boundary measurement. A polygon, pentagon from a given boundary measurement. In this case, we are drawing a pentagon from a given boundary measurement. Create a polygon. A straight line of AE with 55 mm in dimension is drawn. Then divide the line AE into two using the earlier method that you have learned. A middle line of AE is drawn. From point A, create a 45-degree angle that cuts through the middle line AE at point 4. Then from point E, create a 60-degree angle that cuts through middle line AE at point 6. Then the line between point 4 and 6 is divided into 2 to obtain point 5. By referring to point 5 as the center of a circle is constructed that touch point A and E. Radius of the circle is equal to 5 to A. Using the boundary size given, the pentagon boundary is marked on the circle AB, BC, CD, and DE. Now you have created a pentagon from a given boundary measurement. Let's look on how to draw a hexagon from a given boundary measurement. a circle is drawn using a radius equal to its boundary measurements. So in this case, R1 is equal to 45 mm. Using the same radius, R1 marks 6 sections on the circle curve starting from any point to create A, B, C, D, and F point. Then draw a straight line that connects these points. Now you have created a hexagon from a given boundary measurement. Now we go to the next method of creating a polygon. In this slide, we want to create an octagon. A straight line AE, which is equal to 90 mm in length, is constructed. A circle is constructed using a diagonal measurement given, which is radius is equal to 45 mm. Then a vertical line AE, which is CG, is drawn using the method explained before. Next, on each of the circle quadrants is divided into two using the method that has been explained before to form point B, D, F, and H. Same method you use to get point D, B, and H. Connects all the points using a straight line to form an octagon. Now you have created an octagon. Now we want to create an ellipse using the method of two circles on the same center point. First, a two circle with a radius of 20 mm and 40 mm is drawn at the same center point. Both circle is then divided into 12 sections. This cutting line cut both the two circles and create intersections. Then, from this intersection, vertical lines from the bigger circle are drawn inwards and horizontal lines from small circle is drawn outwards. Intersection of this horizontal and vertical line is the point on the ellipse curve. Then connect this point to form an ellipse. Now you have created an ellipse by using method of two circles on the same center point. Conclusion: by completing this video, you will now be able to define the meaning of geometric construction and explain the main focus in producing a good and satisfactory engineering drawings. Now you now be able to perform the construction of parallel, vertical lines, dividing a lines or angle into two, construction of a 30, 45, 60, and 90-degree angle, and also construction of a circle, triangle, rectangle, polygon, and ellipse. All, thank you and happy practicing.